Well, we're out here. We got started seeding. I am going to walk you through today all of the strange issues that come up, obviously, at the beginning of the year. Positive note, everywhere that I am digging now on our farm, now that we've been in this regen stuff real heavy for 4 years, I think we finally are getting the neonics kind of out of the soils and some of the high salt fertilizer damage stuff, and we are finding earthworms pretty much everywhere that I am digging for seed. So that's a positive note. That was only happening on a few fields prior to this, so good news there. That tractor is there seeding right now, but it is sitting because for some reason the seat, it appears that something with the seat might be triggering the tractor to just shut off and then turn right back on. There's some sort of electrical gremlin in there. So if any of you have had that happen with the Steiger tractor, let me know, because we'd like to figure that out. I'll go through the electrical gremlins we're having with the sprayer as well, and some issues we're having with our walk-in freezer today as we walk through things. So this will be kind of more, oh my God, it's spring and look at all the things that are going wrong. Well, here's problem number 2. How much of this stuff is electrical? Always right, but for some reason, this window now decided it will not roll up on this pickup anymore. So I guess we'll tackle that real quick. Well, it looks like it needs soldered, but most of the door clips are broke off the backside of this panel. Obviously, this has been an ongoing issue with this thing. So we put 3 screws back in there, let the door panel flop a little bit, and we rolled the window up. So it won't work for a while till we get time to work on it. Well, next problem here on this string of events is this walk-in freezer now. I don't know if you guys can see that on there very good, but it should be at 5 below 0. It keeps creeping up, so I went in there today and looked, and it looks like the stuff is icing up in there. Something's wrong with the defrost. We had trouble with the auto defrost, and they set it on a timer the last time the HVAC guys are here, and whatever is happening, it's not either defrosting enough or it's defrosting too much and it's steaming, it's called. So I'm going to go up top and see if I can force that to run a couple defrost cycles and thaw itself out, and if not, we're going to have to put some heat to that, I guess, and take the ice off. So as you guys will see here, we got a major problem, right? This whole thing is iced up. I'm going to try and get that timer triggered so that it'll start defrosting a couple times in a row and see if that'll fix it. And if not, I guess we'll shut this off and try and use a heat gun or something. So here we got a couple totes set up to catch all the condensation off of this iced up thing up here, and we will go get some heat started on that. Got the freezer shut off. We'll defrost everything, and then hopefully they can come fix it so this doesn't keep happening. Well, half an hour with a heat gun, and we have a thawed out condensing unit here, whatever you call this stuff. I'm no HVAC guy, but I do know at least this needs to be thawed out for this to work. So we thawed it out. We'll get them hopefully up here to figure out what the heck's going on with this, and we'll move on to the next. Well, that's done with the stupid freezer, and I'm back in the shop. We got this little tractor. For some reason, it's got air in the fuel somehow, and I cannot get that thing to prime up. I don't know what the heck's wrong with it, so we're just going to leave it till we have more time since we're not using it. Post pounder's back there. I need seals replacing the hydraulics. We got the cylinders off of that, and they're getting fixed at Big Sky Hydraulics, strangely enough. And on a more positive note, we're over here brewing what is now our 3rd batch of AC up for the year. And we've got this down to a pretty good system where we just write on here when the batch started, when that needs to end. When that ends, we transfer it over to this 3-tank trailer, which was Wendy's great idea. And so we've got staged out batches in that trailer as well. So we're able to just continuously keep brewing, dropping stuff in here, and then as our neighbors use it, they get a chance to come pick stuff up. Okay, so I'm back down doing farm stuff. We're going to start treating some seed here. What we have been doing, which we've had really good luck with emergence and a healthy rhizo sheath on the plant, is doing half Johnson Sioux extract in here and half fulvic acid. And we've let this stuff sit in the fulvic acid for a couple days, checked it under the microscope, and everything still looks healthy. So this stuff is really safe on it, at least this brand of fulvic is. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to extract this, or spray that through our seed treater up onto the seed tender here. 2 things that we love the most on this farm as far as things we bought that have more than paid for themselves. This conveyor, you can move it around, it cleans itself out real easy. We can unload, we can transfer between trucks so we can treat seed with that. And this seed tender, this is all that we use out in the field anymore. Because we're not doing any granular fertilizer and we're only hauling seed out, we can fill a whole hopper on the drill pretty easy with this and go a long time. So the thing that's awesome with this is it gives us a scale here, so we know just exactly how much seed I'm going to treat onto here. So for example, We're about to finish the peas out, so Wendy needs exactly 15,500 pounds or close to that. We don't have to just guess in the truck. That thing just rolls up on that scale. So this whole outfit for the seed tender when we bought it was like 30,000 bucks, and we don't have to take semis out in the field anymore. We can hook it on a tractor if we're close. If not, we can hook it on the pickup. We like using the tractor because there's less compaction and it pulls it a little easier. So anyways, we'll get started loading this and I'll show you how. So here we're just agitating this stuff before we actually use it. So I try not to leave much biology sitting in here. There's a couple gallons left just from yesterday, so that's fine. But I wouldn't leave anything that has biology in it, especially in a clear tank outside in the sun, longer than you have to. So we're agitating it. Once it's done agitating and mixing that fulvic and the Johnson Sioux extract back together, we're just going to squirt it out of this nozzle and up into the tender and out to the field. Here we are out on an intensive grazing project for the government. We have one steer on the wrong side of the electric fence, so we're going to try and get him in, and that just adds to the fun. Huh? Well, like probably everybody else this spring, the day started kind of frustrating, but it's ended on all sorts of good notes. There's green grass, which is unusual in this part of the world. Our last heifer calved, so we're done with that debacle, which was one of the more frustrating calving experiences I've ever had, and the drill is rolling and it's beautiful out. So although there's all this stuff going on and there's always something broke, this is really a pretty blessed life that we get to live here. And I will start updating you guys on how our field conditions look, how this regenerative ag stuff's looking, and any stuff that we're changing or problems that we're seeing crop up. So here's to a great season. I hope I kind of look forward to getting back into doing some of these videos for you guys.